Hey, how you guys doing? Ugh. And live in color. Oh my God, I messed up my back. How you guys doing? Top of the evening too. I got chicken in my teeth. Hey, drink pool water. How you doing? Oh God, I feel like I'm a podcaster without a pod. Hello, best friend. He's my best friend. I got a mic and I don't even use it. La 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 la. And I can't even use it right now. Hey, I got you on the TV. I'm watching you playing the game right now. I would show you. Hi, Keisha. I see you flying. Any you and I any you got commercials? I'm sorry. What'd you say, hon? I got two. Oh yeah. You take your time. Keisha, what were you saying? Something about commercials? Oh, hi, Thay. Thank you, sweetheart. I'm not feeling all that great though. I don't know if I ate something. And I got commercials. Wow. That'll be about 20 cents by the end of the month. Yes, the family is here. Uh oh. They Pool Water said he was here before you. Mmm. Little friendly competition. I got this mat now. I'm all over the place. You would cook? Would you cook, they? What'd you fix for dinner tonight? Oh, you made wings. All right, buffalo wings or just regular. Uh, oh, I'm scared to touch this. Okay, Keisha. This chair is just bumping everywhere now. It's either too slippery or not slippery enough. I gotta take down this picture. It doesn't look good. Barbecued smoked hot. Ooh wee. That is what's up. Oh, that's me. You had BLT's pool water. I cook in Roblox 2245. Hi, I cook. I kind of simmer. I don't cook. I'm not good enough. I dabble a little bit. Just a little bit. Oh, you know what? I have a favor. Okay, we just met. You should have let it. I wanted to hear what his favor was so I could tell him hell no. I forgot to turn on my light. Hold on a second. Ooh, damn. That's too bright. Ugh. Hold it. Hold it now. Okay, quit fooling me. good enough. Hell, at this point, it's a moot point. Y'all can see me, right? This thing has got me rolling all over the place. What the hell? Big old shoe just came down. Okay, I need to turn this off now. Now that you're done. Wrong remote. And mute. Mute. Ugh. Okay. Now, down to business. I got more likes than I got people. Let's match them up. 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 Okay, so, nephew. Hi, Lavender. Nephew, my nephew. It's always a problem with me. Oh, she is they? Good for you. So you know that little thing you had me to order? They sent me the wrong one. I gotta send it back. I don't even remember what to do with it once I do get it. I know you told me to plug it into the back. What's your name, dude? Wait, don't let this dude go for a minute. Let me see what he's talking about. Remidlin. You need a shot? Is that what that means? You need a stiff one. How about that? Why don't I accommodate you and kick your stiff ass up out of here? Okay, bye. Mr. Remidler, whatever the fuck your name is. I'm not in the mood today. Accommodate you. Because I'm here to talk about some serious shit, not no bullshit. All right. So, I know you told me to plug that little piece. Hi, Ansel. How are you? That plug is for the iPad. Right. Hi, Colleen. How are you, sweetie? So that plug is the iPad. And it goes into the iPad, and then the mic plugs into the other end, right? It doesn't plug into this thing, right? Please say. Because I got confused. You don't feel good? No. It doesn't plug into this box when I use the iPad. I plug it into the iPad, and then I plug the mic into the other end, right? I have lots of ads. Wow. Family stuff, Colleen, are you okay? I hope you're okay. Wow. Now she talking about the same thing I was going to talk about. See, I don't want to hear it. Yes, and the plug that looks like headphone. Heavy on the lots, really? So here's my headphones. Yeah, well, you can show me later. But they sent me the wrong piece anyway. And I'm getting me some damn headphones because these are not the business. Mm-mm. I don't like these. I'll tie my pants up with them or something. Like my grandma used to do. Minnie Mouse. Let me show you something. Okay. See, she got a mic. I want to use my mic. I'm being a brat right now. I want to use my mic. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, doo wop, doo wop, doo wop, doo wop, doo wop, doo wop. Looks cool. Doesn't mean a doggone thing if you can't use it. You can be whatever you want to be, Auntie. Thank you, and so yeah. Thank you. I think I'll put it up like that. It's in my way right now. So, I dropped a video today about the topic that we're going to talk about. Because there's a lot of stuff going on in Michigan. I don't know what's in the water. James Allen, are you my dad? Okay, I'm gonna put him down. Now what you gonna do? Mr. Man. What you gonna do, Big Daddy? Oh man, come on now. Stop. When I'm talking to somebody, don't do that. Shit. Give somebody a little piece of power, they run crazy with it. No, you're fine, but still. I asked him a question. I wasn't done. I wanted a reply. It's all right. You doing what you're supposed to do. I understand. I understand. I wanted to tell him something. Y'all gotta let me cook sometime. There's a method to my madness. Hey Anthony, how are you tonight? Good to see you, sir. It just so happens that I have on my television. Oh, wonderful, wonderful. It just so happens that on my television is another podcaster or whatever talking about the topic tonight, which is the mother that abandoned her kids in Pontiac. But there seems to be a bigger issue here in that she's not the only one in Michigan that had something happen. Another parent who was homeless had receipts, had all kinds of proof, documentation, whatever, that she had gone to all these different places trying to get help. She had 2 kids. I think she had 5, but 2 of them were with her. And, it gets cold there. Michigan is no joke. And so she had to live in a van, and the van broke down or something. but she was parked in a casino parking lot. Ooh, she looked funny without hair. I'm sorry. Um, she had her kids in a van in a casino parking lot. Kids passed away from hypothermia. But now here's some questions. I know that your first instinct is to say, "Oh no, that's awful," and it is. It is very awful. But here's some things that came out later. Not that she did anything wrong at that time. She did everything right in terms of seeking help. Um, People are doing an outpouring of support for her because she lost two children. She was seen at the same casino. Hold on a second. Okay, I don't understand what I'm looking at. Okay, I'll do that when I'm done. Okay? Oh, okay. Headphones and game controller. Huh. Thanks for looking out. I remember you from last time, Ryan. What is this live for? Manish, can you read the title? Read the title. Yes, you are, Ryan. You're on every stream, and I appreciate you. I certainly do appreciate you. Let me address the person in the room that wants to know what the live is for. Right, you read. Thank you. Good job, Manish. How old are you, Manish? I need to know. You are the best ever in the world and you are my idol. Oh, really, Ryan? That's a bit much. I appreciate the compliment, but man, I can't live up to that standard. Okay, Manish, you can be here. You're 20. Okay. Okay. Manish, do you live in the States or where do you live at? I'm just trying to get an idea who I'm dealing with. I think I am too young to know parenting. But that's okay. You can know. You don't have to be a parent to know about it. Right, Ryan, you're 24. Okay, Manish, you may be a parent one day. And we're not talking about parenting classes or nothing like that. I'm talking about something totally different. You might find it interesting. I don't know if you guys have the same problems in India that we have, but we got some issues up here. And some of these young ladies don't know how to be mothers. They need to be checked. But I'm sorry, I got interrupted. The young lady that lost her two kids, she was at the casino. I am having neck pain. Okay, I'm sorry. Put ice on it. Um, she was seen at the casino a week later after she'd gotten this money, got her hair done, and she's twerking and partying and getting it on. Wonderful, Manish. Welcome. Okay. Flip Wilson. Wow, Flip Wilson died a long time ago. Your leg hurts. Okay, well, have a seat, put some ice on it. But anyway, she's at the casino just She didn't appear to be a parent in mourning. And I'm not saying that she wasn't. I was just saying she appeared not to be. And this happened in Michigan as well. What the hell is going? It's not just Michigan. I just put that shit in the title because these are two big stories and they're both out of Michigan about young mothers who ain't got it together for what reason. But I'm not understanding these young ladies nowadays that claim to be mothers. They lay down, they gap their legs wide open, and have all these kids and don't want to take care of them. They want everybody else to take care of their kids while they go out there and live the good life. It's sad, Amy. It's real sad. I dropped a video about it today, but I wanted to talk about it again because, number one, somebody might look at the replay. But second of all, it seems to be an issue that people are talking about but not doing anything about it. Factoronies? Oh, thank you. It was needed. It was needed. It was needed. That disclaimer had to come in because it was disturbing. I mean, I don't know if I forgot to add some footage to the video of when they were cleaning it out. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of the video because I have footage of the cleaning crew. It was madness. It was awful. It was awful. First video didn't. It was just the tip of the iceberg, but the squalor that they lived in was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. And what disturbs me is that she's not even, I didn't see the cleaning part. It's because I forgot to add it, and that's my bad. So I'll do a part 2. I'll do a part 2 to that video. Because that would have ran that thing way into 45 minutes, maybe. Because it was a lot of footage. But nevertheless, she's being held accountable, but she's being forced to, I love waging you so much. Okay. Watching. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you. But here's the thing. You do something so terrible, but you still don't have to. Oh, that's okay, Ryan. Typos happen. Oh, there's it. There's the footage right there. Wow. It's crazy. She's sitting in jail and she ain't got to say nothing. People ask her, what were you thinking? She don't have to say nothing. I think she should have to explain herself. That's my philosophy. I don't know. I might be wrong. But it seems to me that the criminals seem to have more rights than the victims. Or am I wrong? Am I wrong for thinking that? Because it certainly feels that way. You know, you can do something as morbid as what she did and can sit in jail and say, oh well. Oh well. Because you know she ain't ever getting out, right? I hope y'all know that. They set that chick's bail at $250 million. Yeah, she can. Yeah. But she can sit there and I'd hate to be her when she do get locked up. It ain't gonna be pretty. Because one thing other inmates don't like is people that abuse children. First of all, the dude prisons, they don't like R-worders. I can't say the word. But they don't like men who take advantage of women and take things away from women that the woman says no. Did I explain that good enough? But women inmates, you talking about abuse of children, they gonna wear her ass out. I mean they gonna wear her ass out. She got a long haul ahead of her when she does go to prison. Right now she's got it easy. She's doing all of her things right there on a Zoom call. She don't even have to go to the courtroom. She don't have to do nothing. She's rested. I'm sure she's going crazy because she can't wear her wig. So she walking around with less hair than me. And, just waiting until it's time for her to go before a judge. But right now she's only doing it on camera. So I just wanted to hear some thoughts from those of you, because this didn't happen overnight. This kind of where we are now in this country as far as parenting, females in particular. This is for the females. Get to this point overnight. And it's not just parents, it's just how females are carrying themselves, period. And it's even worse when you have kids. And, you have these kids and you dropping them like it's hot. Yeah, it was hot when you made them, but you can't be dropping it like it's hot no more. You got a responsibility. But that just doesn't seem to be the case anymore. People seem to think that they can have kids and pawn them off on family members, or in this case, walk away from them, let them stay in an apartment. You keep paying the little Section 8 rent just to keep them out of the way. She didn't even want to go see these kids. She didn't even want to see them. When she'd go there, she didn't even go in. And part of the reason is because it stunk to high heaven. Oh, you're fine, Pink Panther. There's 2 Pink Panthers in here. Huh. I think. Well, nice to have you, Pink Panther. Yes, we are sorry for our lateness. Oh, okay, Spider Girl. So, okay, same Pink Panther, just a different icon. You're fine, hun. You're not late. You're not late. You're always on time. Whenever you get here, you're on time. But what are your thoughts about this? Because this is something that seems to be a problem in this country, and it's not getting any better. Do you think that maybe some policies need to change in terms of, the school system being more on top of where kids are or are not? The fact that these kids were locked up in an apartment for 5 years and nobody knew it is ridiculous to me. The neighbors didn't know, and they had neighbors. They lived in a residential neighborhood. Nice townhome. Had one on each side, if I'm not mistaken. And nobody knew. Nobody across the street. One neighbor said that he would see the mother come through there every now and again, and she would never go in. Wasn't that a clue? The same neighbor said that he thought he heard kids screaming or yelling out the window. He thought. But he just said, no biggie. So now he feels real butthurt because he could have, done something about it. But the saddest part is that what would have happened if she had paid rent? What you think would have happened? They'd still be there, huh? And we wouldn't have never known. It's sad. So does anybody have any thoughts about this? Is there something in the system that's causing these mothers to think it's okay to... Hi, Princess Tiana. Is it okay to just, you know, have a kid and, you know, should something be done to the welfare system? Should some of those benefits that they get not be so appealing? I remember when Bill Clinton, when he was president, he pissed off a lot of welfare recipients. He pissed them off because as soon as he got into office, he put into legislation, you got 5 years to be on public assistance, and then you're off. I don't care how many kids you have, because before that, what was happening is mothers would have a kid on welfare and have another kid and the benefits would go up, and have another kid and the benefits would go up, and have another kid and benefits would go up. Well, by the time the first kid turns 5 or 6, it stops growing. But people were they were having kid after kid to stay on welfare. At some point in time, I think the oldest one would drop off or something. I can't remember how that worked. But I think that's the way it is now. A kid has to be, one child can only be on welfare for 5 years. And that mother can only be on for 5 years. So if you do the math, if the parent is on there longer than the child, then the parent can't get any more benefits for herself. She might be able to get it for that 5-year-old or that younger child. But the bottom line is, once you hit 5 years period, you're done. And they don't care how many more kids you have. So, he pissed off a lot of people. Yes, I believe the benefits should be less appealing and the recipient should be placed in a transitioning phase. Absolutely. Absolutely. Unfortunately, though, I don't know if that's gonna I'm not sure that the current administration is of the mind to have any federal programs to make that available. I can no longer receive SNAP because I made too much, but the price of food is high. It sure is. Very hard out there. Very hard. But see, when they made those laws, Ansel, they didn't forecast that the food would be sky high. They didn't forecast that the rents would be sky high. I wish I was receiving SNAP because I'm a single parent. Right. Right. And single parents should be entitled, and you work full time. I think if you work full time, you should be entitled to receive some kind of assistance. But I never understood how people that were receiving public assistance and not working, how were they able to claim taxes? They need to do something about that, though, because eggs are $8 for real. I seen a video the other day. This woman was showing how to preserve eggs to last up to 5 years. It's gotten to that point where people are trying to preserve their eggs, right? Especially when you are a single parent. I get no help from my kids' fathers. That's the other thing. Making them daddies accountable. There's got to be something better than what's in place right now. The threat of jail time. Well, you got to find them first. No help financially, physically, nothing. No help from the sperm donor. No help financially or otherwise. Bum. B-U-M. Big old bum. But you know what? I'm a firm believer of what goes around comes around. He may not get it tomorrow. He may not get it next week. But trust and believe that brother gonna get it one day. I have one of them on child support. He owes over 25K. Yeah, that's easy to happen. My husband, he had, he had twins. And I remember at one point he owed about 65 grand. And he had been paying. But he was a minor when they were born. And they didn't factor that in. So some things need to change about that as well. When you're dealing with minors, you can't just expect them to come out of pocket for child support if they're still minors in high school. You know, it's almost like you got to pick and choose what you're going to do. Go to school, go to work. Go to school or go to work. We're in a bad predicament in this country because people are throwing pussy and dick out there for the world, you know. Just come and get it. They have a warrant out for his arrest and he just, it disappeared. They have a warrant out for his arrest and he just sucks and dodges and is still out free as a bird and not paying child support for my son. Wow. Ansel, he gonna get his, trust me. I know that doesn't give you any comfort right now. But that's not the business. And when we went to court, they counted my income into the child support. Why? What does your income have to do with his responsibility? See, that's the kind of shit that needs to be talked about. I never knew that. I never knew that they factor in the other parent's income that has the child. Like, wait a minute, that's my money that goes towards taking care of my child alone. Thank you. I don't understand that. I really don't. But those are the things that need to be addressed. Because if we don't start talking about it and start moving on it, they do that in Virginia. I don't know what they do in Washington State, to be truthful about it. I know one thing. Washington State is very, very, very biased against fathers. And that burns my ass. And back then, I wasn't making a lot like how I am now. So you probably would have got less. Well, wait a minute. You probably would have got more then and less now because you make more. And that shouldn't be the case. It should be based on his merit, not yours. You doing your job. What you do ain't got nothing to do with what he should be doing. Man, I tell you, that doesn't make any sense to me. But once again, we vote these jokers into office. They make all these promises. They don't mean a damn thing. All they want is votes. They ordered him to pay $153 a month. That's all. What? Wait a damn minute. Hold the hell up. What can you do with $153 for a child? They eat more than that. You gotta house the child. You gotta feed the child. You gotta make sure that the child has clothes on their back. You gotta make sure that they get to school. You gotta transport the child on $153. So if it's equal, then that means that you only spend $153 too. So that's a little over $300 a month for one child. Get the hell out of here. That's some bullshit. That's some straight up caca. No. No. This country is upside down. And that's them counting my income and whatever the deadbeat was making back then. My son was an infant when I put his biological dad on child support. Ooh, Jesus. And now he owes over $25,000 at $153 a month. He couldn't come up with $153 a month. He had it made, and that was wrong. They should have made him pay more than that. Shoot, my son, when he had to pay child support for his daughter, he had to kick out over $500 and something a month, and that was 15 years ago. My son is now 15 years old, and my son will be 16 years old in September. I don't understand Virginia. North Carolina shown they don't operate like that. They hit my son up for I think $550 a month for one child, for one daughter. Man, they are trifling. But this should be something on a federal level, honestly. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that they give the states too much. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that some things should be just a federal umbrella. Thank you, prayer. Team Jesus. Amen. Hallelujah. I think that some things should be under a federal umbrella, even though the cost of living is different in other states. Okay, that's right, Ansel. Let them know. Okay. Thank you. Thank you on that one. But you know, we've come time in our lives, in history, in this country, that it has slowly but surely become more accessible to ratchetness. Ratchetness is the norm. I mean, there was a time where it was shameful for a girl to go out there and stay out half the night. You know, long time ago. Amen. Amen to that, Ansel. You say that 3-4 more times. Ask and pray for anything in my name and believe you have received it. It's already yours. That's true. You and me both, Ansel. We've all been somewhere. We've had to call on him. I mean to tell you. Time to do it as well. We got too much going on with these girls. These young ladies are off the chain. These young ladies that have kids are off the chain. And I'm not saying all of them. There's a lot of good ones, such as yourself, Ansel. You out there, you are bumping and grinding to get your child. And I'm not saying the bad bumping and grinding, but I'm saying you are out there getting your grind on to take care of your children the way people have tried me year after year. Yep. Honey, I'm telling you, Colleen, you have to. Spiritual warfare. Heavy this season. It's getting heavy in and out of season. It's just, Satan is so busy. That's why I am the way I am now. I was too nice in the past. That's true. I mean, you can be nice, but you don't have to be nobody's fool or nobody's what do you call it? Blanket. That's why I block people left and right now and don't care. That's true. That's true. You got to do what works for you. You know, whatever keeps your sanity together. But these young girls, I don't know what happened, but as time progresses, they get looser and looser and looser and looser. Oh, you're very welcome, Answer. You are doing the most. You are doing the most in a good way. And it's unfortunate we don't have enough of Ansel's there. We don't have enough Ansel and Amy's live non still loving God. Exactly. That's what he wants you to do. That's our role as mothers. That's our role. We aren't put here to just taste the rainbow and throw it up in the air and whoever can. Don't don't have much of my sanity left with my situation. I'm so sorry, Colleen. I'm so sorry. Is it a health issue, sweetheart? Yeah, they throw it up in the air like Skittles. Taste the rainbow. And dudes are getting simpler and simpler as women are. It's like everything's shifting. The women are becoming like men, and the men are becoming like women. It's off. It's off balance. Hi, Aman Hussein. How are you? It's out of order. It's out of order. And I firmly believe that it's a trick of the devil for one thing. Because we all know Satan is busy. Oh, I have to block them roaches with the amen. You have to. But it seems as though he infiltrated the human race, especially in America. He infiltrated the human race and put a bug in people's ear. Oh, you don't have to act. You don't have to answer to no man. You don't have to answer to no man. Make that man take care of you and still have fun. That ain't how it works, boo boo. As a woman, it's your role to be a helpmeet. But first, you got to be married, okay? All this is the problem. Everybody want to act like they want to act like they married, but they don't want to go through the actual act of getting married. And this is something that God instituted here, and I was one of them. I ain't gonna lie. I had both of my out of wedlock. We did it backwards. We had our kids first, then we got married. And that was upside down. But that's indicative of what this whole country is about. Everything's upside down. You know, certain people want to be something else. I can't say. But they're born, they want to be another. And if they say they are, too. You know, God wants us to be fruitful and multiply, but there's an order to things. There's an order to things. You don't just go out there and throw it up in the air. And whoever catches it, catches it. That ain't how it's done. And then you got all these kids running around here with mamas that don't even want them. Let's be truthful about it. That woman, and I might be, maybe I'm being judgmental, okay? But I'm just basing it on her actions. This woman had 4 kids. One of them she was able to send him off to his daddy. Okay? Now, mind you, this girl didn't have no physical issues to where she couldn't take care of her kids, with or without a man. Okay? She made the choice to have a baby, unmarried. Just he made a choice to be with her You know, it's all about choice. She chose to have the baby. She didn't want the baby no more. She gave him to the daddy. Okay, got rid of one. But the other three, their father was locked up in jail. Couldn't take them, say, here, take your kids. I want to go party. Couldn't do that. So she, in her Section 8 brilliance, gets a wonderful, nice, beautiful townhome, paying close to nothing. I don't know if she even had a job. But she decided, you know what? This mothering thing is not for me. These kids are holding me down because I want to be on the gram all the time. I want to be on Facebook, and, maybe I'll even get an OnlyFans account, so I can just show my twat everywhere because that's what I like to do. And, they'll be all right. You know, she didn't give two shits about them kids. She couldn't have. To walk away from your babies. Them children came out of your belly. They all came from the same place. And they didn't walk out. They didn't come feet first and step out. They all came out head first. And to look at them kids and say, you know what? I think y'all just let y'all have this place and I'm just going to go find me somewhere else to live. Dude, probably. Because that seems to be what her mind was on. If I don't know if you saw the video, some of her posts on Instagram. Wow. Wow. I'm not even going to repeat what she said. You have to look at the video. To publicly put something out there for all the world to see, letting everybody know just how stank ratchet you are, lets me know you don't even care. Music used to be about the music, and now it's about the sex that the artists can sell. They've got black female artists giving off the persona that all they want to do is dress like hoes and fuck all the time. Can I be real, please? Can I be real, please? That's the average person of non-color thinks of black women. Over SEX'd. What was the other thing? They can't stand the curves. They can't stand the curves. This goes way back to slavery times. But they sure enough don't mind tapping it in the middle of the night when ain't nobody looking. See, black women have been portrayed as asexual objects, almost to a point of being animalistic in nature. And that's not what it's about. And there was a time where women, black women specifically, had more grace, had more, I won't say confidence, because black women have always been confident, no matter what they're going through. But it seems as though, I don't know, the word, I can't come up with the right word, but they had more self-respect for themselves long time ago, and as time is getting closer and closer to now, it's lifted up a little bit more and a little bit more. It didn't start long time ago. It started even further back than that. A lot of people talk about how things used to be back in the day, but in essence, The only difference between back in the day and now is that back in the day they hid it better. You didn't hear about it. Nobody talked about it. I love Glorilla, but I feel like she should put more clothes on. Exactly. She was gonna be my next get out of my head. They were gonna be my next topic in terms of what our black women are being presented as to the public, especially in the entertainment business. You know, Glorilla. Music's fine, but ratchet as hell. You notice they didn't have a problem airing that traffic stop when Gloria pulled over several months ago. They can be daughters. I can't watch it. Exactly. That's what they promote. That's right. Some men don't care. But here's the deal, Abdul. Some men don't care because they don't know no better. They didn't have anybody to teach them. Because we're talking about a society that has systemically, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot of dudes jerking off shit. I'm not one of those. That's the new norm, unfortunately. Right. But this was systemically done. This didn't happen overnight. This has systemically been implanted in society over and over and over the years, little by little by little. And the first point of attack was when they removed the man from the house. They tried different things. We can go back as far as slavery, because that's really shit hit the fan, okay? When black people were considered property and sell it sexy when a woman wears clothing. Of course, it leaves something to the imagination. Right now, what they're wearing nowadays leaves nothing to the imagination. You can't even think, what does that look like under there? No, you can see. There's nothing to the imagination. It's like going to a movie and they give you the doggone ending at the beginning of the movie. Well, what's the point? You done seen the whole movie just by seeing the ending first. Shit, I practically fucked everybody already because they naked. But it's been a point of contention, I would say, that they have to destroy the black family since slavery. Black people were considered property. Once the slaves were freed, they didn't want the slaves to be free. I don't care nothing about you being no damn free boy. You gonna work for me, damn nigger. Now let's tell the truth. You have a country that was all these documents signed by white men of stature, and they put these things in place, different laws, constitution, all that stuff. And we've got the other white men that put them in those places to make those decisions. And they make those decisions, and then suddenly that privilege kicks in and says, well, I don't give a damn what they say. I'm gonna do what the hell I want to do, why, buck? Because I look like this and you look like that. The black people have always been a threat, and they weren't a threat. That was this side's paranoia, because you've done so much damn dirt, so much wrong to a race of people that you got to basically make excuses, cover your ass, and do foul shit to make sure that these people will never get up to your level as far as you're concerned. White people had a jump on generational wealth for 400 years. We'll never catch up. Never. And that's not to say that that's anybody's fault today, but they do benefit from it. But the whole fact of the matter is that society has, for ages, and people may not agree with me on this, for ages have tried to decimate the black family. And in order to do that, you have to cut the head off. Just like a snake, you have to cut the head off of the snake in order for the snake to die. And I'm not calling the black family a snake. I'm just giving that as an analogy. The black family is a whole. Father, mother, children. Father first, mother second, children last. Okay? Those three things together are strong. Exactly. All those things together are strong. But when you get rid of the head, what's left? The head can't even lead because he has no family to lead. You know, and then that became psychological in terms of a lot of men that were feeling the brunt of it all. And the black women, we see it happening, but we don't feel it like that man. You know what I'm saying? Feel it like him. We're here to support him, but we have our kids to take care of as well. Everything's fucked up. Women are not even taking care of their kids. This is sick. Sick. It's not just in wherever the hell that is. Michigan. Pensacola, or not Pensacola, Pontiac. It's not just in Pontiac. This is nationwide. That story came out for a reason. Because it was a wake-up call to a lot of young mothers, black or white. Wake the hell up and understand who your adversary is. It's not man. It's evil. Evil is your adversary. And until people recognize that if they don't recognize who their redeemer is, they're going to hang with the evil side. Evil is what's going to get you eternal damnation. Evil's what's going to get you locked up in prison with a bunch of women ready to beat your ass because you didn't take care of your kids. Evil. Because you want to go out there and do some evil shit instead of take care of your children. That's a trick. They've made it so popular, so appealing for a young girl to go out there and kick it. Yeah, I'm going to go out here to the party, and I'm going to kick it all night. I'm going to kick it all night. I'm going to kick it all night. Shaking it and breaking it. They ain't got nothing to show for it. But maybe some venereal disease or pregnancy or, God forbid, AIDS. You know, it's so out of order. It's all out of order. Women are out here trying to be men. That's a man's job to kick it. The man is supposed to be the one to go out there and kick it. Not to say that it's right to cheat on your wife or chase women or whatever. But it's certainly not right for a woman to go out there chasing no man. It's not even natural. God said, he that findeth a wife, he that findeth, she that findeth, he that findeth a wife, findeth a good thing. But no, these women are out here trying to find the next Gucci bag, the next Louis Vuitton purse, the next new lace front, the real good kind. What you gonna do for me? Isn't that what Janet said? What have you done for me lately? Now, she made that song back in the 80s. It's more so prevalent today than it was back then. But it certainly set a precedent, didn't it? It set the ball rolling. Why does somebody that ain't married to you have to do for you? I mean, honestly, what makes you that important that a man that's not married to you is required to take care of you or purchase nice, expensive gifts for you? Get a job if you want those things. That's all I'm saying. If you want those things so bad, not that they make or break you, because that purse that you carrying that costs $2,000-$3,000 ain't gonna carry no more or no less than my Aldo that I got for about 50. Okay? I'm gonna put the same shit in that purse that you gonna put in yours. And you done spent all that money on that purse. And for what? So people can go, ooh, she's got a Louis Vuitton. Ooh, she must be all that. If a purse makes you, then God help you. If the clothes you wear make you, God help you. Because you're supposed to make the clothes. You wear the clothes. The clothes don't wear you. You wear the clothes. So whatever you emit from yourself, that doesn't come from what you got on your body. That comes from within. That comes from here, from here. So people got it all twisted. They think that material things are indicative of who they are. And them material things ain't gonna mean a doggone thing if we get a famine in the land. Let me see if you can eat that Gucci bag. Let me see if you can get my nephew to take that bag in the kitchen and make up another turkey out of the Gucci. I want to see that happen. It's not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. You're gonna be a hungry bitch with the Gucci bag that you can't eat. Better learn how to plant some shit and start cooking. A lot of these girls don't even know how to cook. They so busy out here chasing dick that they don't even know how to cook. They know how to dial DoorDash. They know the number to Pizza Hut, Domino's. They know all them numbers. Auntie, give me my Fashion Nova and I'm good. All this, exactly, Louis Vuitton can kiss my entire ass. All of that. Man, please. I'll carry me a plastic bag if I have to. As long as I got in that bag what I need to have on my person. You know, now I'm going to make sure you can't see through it, because, you know, jokers out here want to take whatever you got, and if they see what you got, they're going to try to take it. However, my purse, hey, bestie. Right, bitches needs to learn to cook and feed their kid. That's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking. We're talking about, bestie. We're talking about the mother that abandoned her kids in that apartment in Pontiac, Michigan. And then there was yet another issue in Michigan as well, where a parent was homeless and had gone to all these agencies and nobody was able to help her. And she lived in a van with two of her 5 kids. And it got so cold. She's in the casino. They're in the van. They're dead. Now, here's my thing. I feel bad that she lost her kids, but you know what? I'm going to have to call side eye on her. Yeah. I'm going to have to call side eye on that second woman. I know she lost a couple of kids, and it's cold, and nobody was able to help her. But do you know, and I'm sure she knows, you can take a child into a casino as long as they're not in the gambling area. You know what I'm saying? They have eating areas all throughout these casinos. They got bathrooms in the casinos. You mean to tell me it's that cold outside that it could kill your children, and you left them in a van while you went in the casino, the nice warm casino. The casino was warm. You went in that nice warm casino and left them babies out there in that van. You should have took them babies in there with you. Okay? So I can't necessarily say, oh, poor woman. No, you had an opportunity to save your children, and you chose to kick it. See, the kick it mentality needs to go down the toilet. It was that serious to go to the damn well, here, Bestie, here's the thing. She was living in her van that was parked in the casino parking lot. The van was broke down. Okay? Maybe I should have said that from the jump. So I understand her being there at the casino. I mean, that's where she was. That's where her van broke down. That's what they were living out of. But them kids could have went in there with you. Kids are not, they're not banned from casinos. They're banned from gambling areas, immediate gambling areas. Bring the kids inside. Amen. I can't tell you how many times I've gone to Muckleshoot or Emerald Queen or Tulalip and I've seen kids in there. Take their ass to the restaurant. You don't have to be gambling to eat. Hell, if they got a problem with that, take them in the bathroom. Anything is better than sitting out in the cold and freezing to death. Coffee area, gift shop, the damn lobby. So many choices, absolutely. Hell, you could just walk through the double doors that are the first double doors before you go through the next double doors and stay between them two double doors. It's warmer there than outside. But you're going to leave your babies in that van and they died of hypothermia. But see, I'm a believer in it's not what people say. It's what they don't say. Okay? It's not what they do, it's what they don't do. Now, she just lost these two children. People are feeling very, very sorry for her. And I understand. I understand. But not everybody's looking at it through the same eyes as me. Maybe I'm a cynic. I don't know. But see, I've been homeless before. And I had two kids with me. And we lived in a fucking car. So I know what it's like to be homeless living in a car with two kids. So no, can't nobody tell me, oh, well, you don't understand. It was just so rough. Yeah, I've been there. Tell me how rough it is. And I can tell you how rough it was for me. Here in Seattle and in Oakland, California. So tell me, how rough was it? Okay? You do what you got to do to protect your children first. I put my kids before me every damn time. I'll put my kids before me now. My son is 43 years old, and I'll put myself before him any day. And he's a grown-ass man, but he's my child. You never put yourself before your children. And I'm sorry, I believe that's what she did. She's gotten all the sympathy from the people, and I understand that. But a week later, and you're at the club, you're at the casino with your new box braids and your hair flinging, and you twerking. You twerking. Your babies ain't even in the ground yet. Am I supposed to feel sorry for you now? I want to know, am I wrong? Am I supposed to feel sorry for her? I do. I feel sorry that she was stupid. She was stupid and ignorant and bought into the damn facade of what a black woman is supposed to be. She bought into the facade of what society has dictated that black women should be right now. Yeah, you got all of you young girls got to be the new Sexy Red. You got to be the new Glorilla. You got to be Meg the Stallion. You got to have your fake titties, your fake BBL, and throw your coochie up in the air like Skittles. Taste the fucking rainbow. Absolutely. I'm sorry, these kids were failed by a piece of shit mother. Just like them kids that was left in that apartment for 5 years. 5 years. That woman didn't care shit about them kids. That woman didn't care shit about them kids. As a matter of fact, the only reason why she fed them is because she didn't want to get in trouble. Oh, you didn't hear about that, bestie? That's another situation that happened in Michigan. That's the one that's all over the internet, the one that abandoned her kids for 5 years. They were living in squalor. Go look at them. They're all over YouTube, bestie. All over YouTube. I did a video about it today. That's what we're talking about now, tonight. What has happened to the black mother? In particular, I'm not just saying the black mother, but I'm posing that question right now. But it's not just black mothers. It's all these different mothers. These young mothers that don't seem to have their shit together. They having kids and they don't understand that once you have a child, you don't have a life no more of your own. That life that you call your own belongs to them. Then you. Yes, you dictate the rules and whatnot, but your responsibility is to those children. But see, we've gotten so out of order in the way things have been done. So out of order that, first of all, we don't have the man in the house. The head has been broken off. That's the biggest part of the problem right there. There's no head. So the leadership has to come from the female. And I'm not saying females are not capable, but it's not the way of the order it should be in. That's not the order it should be in. There's plenty of capable women out here. I'm not knocking women that are single mothers. I'm talking about these women that, number one, had kids just to be having them. They lay down with every Tom, Dick, and Harpo. No contraception. Nothing. They use babies as tools, as an increase on their welfare check, an increase on the apartment that they can get on Section 8. These kids are used as tools. And then in this particular case with this mother, she had 4 children. One, she was able to send off with that daddy. But the last 3, the daddy was locked up. Had she just decided, you know what, I don't want to be a mother anymore. I don't want to do that. And give them to somebody in the family or put them up for adoption or whatever, I would have honored that better than to hang on to them so you can get that check. Because at the end of the day, it's all about the money. What they say, it's all about the Benjamins, baby. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. That's what it all boils down to. Hey, Bendall. How are you, love? In living color. Thank you. But that's what I'm saying. We've gotten so out of order, out of the order of things. The man is first, the woman, then the kids. It's a family unit. But when you cut the head off, the rest of the family cannot function properly or order. I'll put it like that. It can be a struggle. It can be done. But when you've got a mentality already, exactly, do the right thing. If you can't take care of your kids, do what's best for them. Stop trying to use the kids as a paycheck or free. Hold on, Edwin, just a second. Free housing. It's frustrating. What state do you, Edwin? I live in Washington State. What state do you live in, Edwin? Georgia. Okay, are you in the ATL? Okay, well, I've been down there. Let me see. I came down there just before COVID hit, or just as COVID hit. But I'll be back. I got some friends down there. So definitely, I love Atlanta. I don't know if I could live there, though. I really couldn't. I don't know if I could live there. If I was a little younger, probably could. But yeah, we're just living in a time right now that is just so backwards, and it's not normal. It is crazy. We got women out here acting like men, and men acting like women. What do they call? They call them simps. Yeah, and that's not. I'm not going to place blame on anybody other than Satan himself. Satan did that shit. He dropped that poison into the black community, especially because it's always been a point of contention that the black people have always been superior. Let's tell the truth. Shame the devil. Black people were the original people, and a lot of people don't want to come to terms with that. So they do everything within their power to make sure that nobody knows that. We're going to make them bow down to us. They've been doing that for years. And the tables is going to turn one day. But in the meantime, Satan has caused such a ruckus amongst the human race in America. People don't know what their place is no more. They don't know what their place is. But it's nothing new under the sun. It's just the fact of the matter is that it's becoming more and more prevalent as time goes on. You know, there's always been fast tail girls out there. There's always been dudes out there chasing tail. It's the way of life. However, long time ago, you didn't do it as openly as you do now. And it has gradually gotten to this point. So, here we've got a mother who would rather kick it, make Instagram posts, bend over for the camera. It is sad, bestie. What woman in her right mind, is willing to turn her tail around to the camera, her cell phone, in a pair of Victoria's Secret drawers, and bend over in that camera? What woman in her right mind would do that? And what is your intention when you do that? What are you trying to do? What are you trying to achieve when you turn your tail around and bend over in the camera? I'm, uh, somebody got an answer to that? Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. Is Ferris Bueller here? He might have an answer. What is the intent of a woman turning her tail around in a camera and snapping the picture? Absolutely. Wrong attention, wrong message. What does she stand to achieve out of that beside the attention? Does she think that some dude might come along and say, "Ooh, she got a nice thick fatty, and I got a fat wallet. Let me go." Yeah, being a hoe. Being a hoe, that's the second oldest profession. I'm trying to think, what's the oldest profession? Does anybody know? I've always heard that prostitutee has been the oldest or second oldest profession. But what is the oldest? I'm curious because I don't know. Maybe the prostitutee is the oldest. Ain't no different than that snake telling Eve, "Oh, you can eat of that tree. You can eat the fruit off that tree. Why not use the brain and teach others rather than shaking your ass for some coins?" Exactly. Exactly. And them coins ain't gonna get you nowhere. Ain't gonna get you nowhere. Whether it be for the coins or the dude holding the coins. But the outcomes always seems to be the same though. It just always seems to be the same. Out of this little dance that you do, a man and woman, they that little dance. So she's flicking her little tail at him, and he's looking at her and trying to come down and grab it. And in the midst of that dance, they finally connect. And once they connect, whether he's a simp and pays her, or whether she's weak and he beats her, whatever the case may be, they connect and make little baby thems. And then they don't make. So 9 times out of 10, she ends up stuck with the children that they made together. And by rights, they shouldn't have been together in the first place because they got together foul. See, if you get together foul, you're going to stay foul. Anything done wrong, bad foundation, never lasts. It's everywhere too. A lot of girls just flaunting their body for the wrong reason, then something bad happens. Absolutely. And this is what we're showing our daughters. Not all of us, don't get me wrong, but them chickadees. Have you ever seen any TikTok videos where you've got a little 3-year-old girl just twerking and mama's in the background saying, "Go baby, go baby, go baby"? That's sick. You're teaching your 3-year-old daughter that it's good to shake her tail for attention. Yeah. And then you got that old uncle that likes them young. And that little girl don't know nothing about PDF files. PDF files. She don't know what that means. All she knows is that Uncle Ray Ray is a fun guy. And he bouncing her on her knee. Next thing you know, he got his hand somewhere and ain't got no in. Because the mamas ain't teaching these daughters what they need to know. That's why I don't drop Mimi off anywhere. Absolutely. But you also have to have a conversation with Mimi. You can't protect her always. She's going to have to be able to protect herself as well. And she's not too young. Believe it or not, she's not too young to let her know what's scary out there is real. There's some scary shit out there in this world that is real, and it's ready to consume these little girls and little boys if we're not careful. That's why we have to be parents. And if you're going to be a single mother, then damn it, single parent your ass off. I've had that talk with her, and I may talk about it. Hold on. I've had that talk with her, and I may talk about it too much, but I feel like I have to prepare. Absolutely, you can never talk about it too much, bestie. She understands why you're telling her. And you know what? I'm not wishing this on nobody. But sometimes God has a way of showing these little kids that don't believe what their mamas is telling them. They have a way of showing them with another friend. Another little friend that got touched. And that, ooh, it happened to her. I thought mom was just overstating. Mom was just blowing something out of proportion. Absolutely. Gotta tell them. My grandparents used to drill my head with all kinds of stuff. And I'd be like, oh my God, would you please stop? Please stop. They wouldn't let me go out there and play in the street with the boys. Like, I'm not going to do nothing. No, it ain't you that we're worried about, sweetie. We don't trust them. Oh, I can take care of myself. Yeah, that was fine until it happened to me. Twice. Yeah, I thought I could take care of myself. And I was, 14? And I was at school when it happened the first time. And it wasn't no old creepy old man either. A so-called ex-boyfriend took what he wanted in the gym. Now, he dead and gone now. What goes around does come around. But that wasn't the first. That was the first time, but that wasn't the last time. See, we have to remember that we are not invincible. We seem to think, we got youth on our side and ain't nothing gonna hurt us. And, our parents done drilled into our heads all this stuff to be afraid of. And, they're just overreacting. And then you get snatched up one night off of a street in Oakland, California, and driven to a nearby Lake Merritt with a to your throat. And then you can remember your mama telling you what she was telling you. Hold on, you guys. Sorry about that. I don't even remember what I was saying. Oh, yeah, our parents tell us stuff, our mamas tell us stuff, and we just kind of blow it off as kids and young people, and then a certain situation arises, and the first thing you think of is mama's words. Mother Jones told me, and I didn't believe her. But little did I know at the time that it happened to Mother Jones too when she was younger. See, everything ain't just a story that it repeats itself. There's a reason that we tell our daughters and our sons what we tell them, not only because we heard it, but because we lived it. It ain't just a fantasy. It ain't just a story in a book. This shit is real. What Mama didn't tell me is that she had been attacked too when she was much younger. She was 12. And back then, back in those days, they swept all kinds of stuff up under the rug. And this young little boy, a teenager who was the nephew of the salon owner where my great grandmother worked, R-worded my grandmother. He was older than her. She was 12. And she ended up pregnant. And her mother, her foul ass mother, my great grandmother was an evil bitch. I'll be the first to say that. Y'all remember that movie Mommy Dearest? And what's her name? Can't remember the chick that played her, but it was depicting Joan Crawford. And there was a picture of Joan Crawford, and she had this real stern look with these eyebrows kind of like mine. But she had these stern eyebrows, and she had this look on her face. That was my great grandmother. That's what she looked like, except she was black. And that evil bitch put my grandmother on a train to Chicago from Nashville, Tennessee. She put a 12-year-old baby girl on a train to Chicago to get a back alley abortion. I didn't get to hear that story until I was much older. I wish I'd heard that story before I went through what I went through. So you got to talk to your daughters. You got to talk to your granddaughters. Because sometimes the daughters ain't doing it. The grandmothers have to do it. Because the mothers ain't doing it. Whew. So, any questions? I'm sorry. I don't mean to take up the whole chat running my mouth. I really don't. I wanted this to be, a conversation. But I just encourage everybody to just kind of step back and look at the big picture. Because this country's in a world of trouble. And it ain't just the president. It's not just him. It ain't just the policies he's about to put in place. But it's more sinister than that. Whew. Did I run everybody off? I don't even have that many people in the chat now. I guess I done scared people off. Okay, bestie. Oh, okay, Colleen. Are you feeling any better, Colleen? I'm so sorry, honey. Not yet, bestie. I heard there's supposed to be some kind of a storm coming. Am I hearing it right? Really? I don't hear nothing outside. My window's open. I heard something about some power outages? Oh, wow. What do you, what are they projecting? We had like a tornado wind earlier today. It was crazy. Where do you live at, Colleen? Oh, Eugene. Okay. Just south of us. Uh-huh. Okay. Supposed to lose power, people in the Seattle area. Wow. I wonder if it's going to reach as far as Kent. Because Kent's right there, too. Usually what Seattle experiences, Kent experiences it. Huh. Wow. Your back fence came down, part of it. Well, I know me and my son had to go outside yesterday. It rained so hard that my gutters were pulling away from the house. The water was so overwhelming that I had to go out there in the pouring rain, stand on a chair, and bang those nails back into the wood. Yes. And I guess there was debris in the gutter that my husband didn't get out enough, and it was blocking the water from going down the pipe to the ground, and it was just overpouring. It was literally pouring over the gutter, and it got so heavy that the gutter was pulling away from the roof. Branches from the redwood in the front yard came down as well. Oh my goodness, that's dangerous too. Yeah, when we get those storms up here in this area, I can look outside and I'll just see tree branches all over the place. But we had a tree to fall down across the street. Matter of fact, I had the top of a tree. Is it really big? Wow. I had the top of a tree that was on city property. The top of the tree fell over into my backyard. So when I called the city to come get it, they told me it's not ours anymore, it's yours. It's on your property. So I cut it down and I threw it all over on the other side of the fence where it came from. I'm giving it back to you. I'm returning the gift you gave me. Thank you. I don't want it. It is. It's stupid. I mean, these states and cities, these regulations that they come up with, they try to get out of doing things that they should be taken care of. They try their hardest to get out of doing their job. And if it's not their job, they'll make sure that it doesn't become their job because they don't want no more work on them. They just want to get up and go, get the check, and come home. The easiest way possible. But they picked the wrong one that day. They picked the wrong one that day. They told me, oh no, that's yours now. It's in your yard, so it's yours. And I said, okay, thanks for telling me. I cut that bad boy up, and I was tossing him over the fence as I cut him. Tossing it right back over. Toss some more. Because there's a gutter. A ditch, I'm sorry, not a gutter. A ditch that flows downhill on the other side of that fence. A ditch full of branches. Yes, they belong to you now, again. I tell you, I have got to go blow. I'll be right back. I got to go blow my nose. I don't like blowing my nose on camera. I should have brought my Vicks in here, my Vicks inhaler. One for each nostril. So how's everybody doing this evening? I bet everybody's tired. I know you're tired of hearing me running my mouth. Are you getting a cold, my friend? Yes, I've got one. Can you tell? I'm so congested. I'm just so nasally. Never, never. Oh goodness. I need my Vicks. Let me see. I have it in here. The grandkids are sick here. Oh no. How many you got there, Colleen? Oh, gross. This is a great live discussion. Thank you, Amy. I thought it would be too. I really did. I thought it would at least something to ponder. I mean, content is content, but it's better if it's something that's worthwhile. Thank you, James. Colleen, 2 5-year-old and 18-month. Oh my God. Thank you, James. You answered a question that I had earlier. So it is considered the oldest profession. I appreciate you. Because for some reason, I'd always heard it was the second oldest profession. And I'm like, well, if that's the case, then what's the first? So you cleared that up. I don't know what the second oldest profession is. If the cross is first, then what's the second? Spying, dry snitching. Okay. I didn't know people got paid for doing that. Well, snitching, yeah. Yeah, it depends who you snitching to. If you snitching to the feds. Oh, okay, bestie. Thank you. I just saw something on TMZ. Just glanced at it. They've got a they've got video of Elton John peeing in a bottle as he's out shopping. Wow. That's twisted to do that in public. I mean, I know dudes do it all the time out and about, but I know. Ooh. You're a big multi-millionaire, you know, British, whatever it is, that he's been dubbed to be Duke or something. I don't know. Because, he over there in Europe, England, and you can't make it to the bathroom. Well, money can't buy you everything, I guess. I got a tent in my car, so when I take a leak, instead of pulling to the side, I open it and I put it behind my car. And I'll take a leak in a bottle or whatever I have. I know that's right. So you open your tent and, okay, I need to see this whole message. So when I take a leak, instead of pulling to the side, I open it and I put it behind my car. Okay, I get it. And I'll take a leak in a bottle or whatever I have. See, we don't have it like that. Us females, we don't have it like that. We just got to do the pee-pee dance. Oh, you can get a ticket, huh? That's right. Ugh. Uh-huh. Yeah. I'll tell you one thing. I got caught in a snowstorm once. I ain't gonna lie. I had a big fat towel in the back seat. Yeah. You need a... I got stuck in a snowstorm. I was stuck on the freeway for 4 hours. Couldn't get off the freeway. Nothing. Couldn't turn around. Nothing. And I had to pee so bad. And I wasn't about to just let it go all over myself. Man, I took that towel. I folded it up as best I could. And I shoved that bad boy between my legs and sat there and pissed right into that towel. Whew, Jesus. Sure did. My mom carries a cup and she always she puts it between her legs. She pees in the back of the car all the time. See, I'm not that valiant yet. Now, I'll squat in a minute. I'll go squat somewhere in a minute. I say, baby, block me. No, she ain't. She ain't crazy. She's logical. Nephew, she logical. See, we don't have the luxury of whipping it out and sticking it in a hole. We gotta aim. It's hard to aim into a small circle like that. Man, please. I'd get more outside than in. I would get more outside than in. I ain't gonna lie. And they can make all kind of little contraptions. You gotta go. That's right. But I will, don't let me be in no parking garage. One of them big parking garages that you gotta search for a spot. Kind of like the one that we were in the other night when we went to Jazz Alley. Shoot. If we're parked along that wall, I will go behind the car and I will pee right on that wall. I don't care. And ain't nobody gonna see me because I'll put the trunk up and I'll open the doors. Can't see me. Absolutely. I'll squat in a heartbeat. And I keep baby wipes in the car. So I ain't gonna be smelling like pee. I ain't trying to smell like no pee, but I ain't trying to pee on myself. So yep, I will get out of that car and I'll squat right behind that car between the wall and the car. Pull the peach out and spray. Ain't that the truth? Pull the peach out and spray. Keep my Lysol, where are they at? I keep these everywhere. Everywhere. Now, I'm not going to wipe myself with it, but I keep them everywhere. Shoot. That's what the baby wipes are for. Squirt. Oh my God. But it's the older you get, the harder it is to hold it. I'm telling you the truth. I'll sit there and do the pee-pee dance all day long. Doing the pee-pee dance. Doing the pee-pee dance. Doing the pee-pee dance. Man, I'm telling you. Thank God for pads. And I'm not talking about the kind you live in. So, nephew, are you going back on the game later? Hey, Auntie, I just wanted to say sorry again for not letting you talk to those people before I hid them. I never wanted misuse. Oh, baby girl, don't worry about it. You are good, okay? You're good. I'm wondering why you were so quiet tonight. I love you, Thay. And that is okay. That is okay. Sometimes we just got to give it a moment, before we react. You got to be for sure what we dealing with. That's all. Not upset with you. No one's as quiet as Ninja DJ prowling in the background. Well, ain't that a blip, DJ? You really have been quiet, haven't you? Usually you the loudest one in the room. Where you been? Oh, baby, don't feel bad, Thay. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings or anything, really. I really. That's us old people act. Charge in my head, not my heart. Okay? Shocked me into a comment. Okay, let me hear the comment, DJ. No, you're fine. I felt bad because you can cook and I shouldn't have let you cook. Oh, Faye, God bless you. Yeah, that's my girl. It's almost 2 hours. I got 2 more minutes and it'll be 2 hours. I always travel with wipes. I'd rather have them and not need them. They need them and not have them. Exactly. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? So does anybody else want to say anything before I shut this thing down? For real, because when I'm hunting, I am not wiping my ass with a rock. Girl, you almost made me choke. I bring my own kettle with me on holiday. You almost got me choking. You ain't wiping your butt with no rock. That's the truth, though. That is the absolute truth. It is. It's the truth. Absolutely. Well, y'all, I'm gonna shut this down. One time when I was hunting with my dad, I was 9. I wiped with oh my god. Oh my god, not poison ivy. That was a fun hospital visit. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god, Bernie Coochie. Good night, bestie. You stay safe. You stay safe. If your wind kicks up, you need to call me. Call me. Okay. Okay, sweetheart. Good night, Keisha. Good night, you guys. Good night, Colleen. Good night, Bestie. DJ, when I was training to be a chef almost 30 years ago, I cut up some chilies and then went for a pee. That was a fun hospital visit. I can only imagine, DJ. Oh, God. Good night, you guys got me laughing. Definitely on the same wavelength. I love you too, sweetie. I love all y'all, okay? And nephew, I'm gonna call you in a few minutes because we need to talk about this mic setup. I gotta order this thing again. Night, Ansel. I'll see you at M. Bite, bite. Okay, you guys. You have a wonderful evening. Peace.